So the name of this program is Building an Investable Team. And you might be saying to yourself, geez, we haven't actually talked about investors yet. And the reason why is because appreciate that while thinking about yourself as a startup might feel cool and romantic, and trying to get your company off the ground might mean a lot to you, and you might be really getting a lot of advice about how you're going to gain that bankroll in your bank account so that you can accelerate your growth. Appreciate that anytime you're taking someone's money, this is expensive capital, and there's going to be a loss of equity in that process. And so we want you to think broadly, about investment in relation to how much equity are you willing to give up in your company, and how fast do you want to dilute your equity stake in this process. Appreciate that any investor is very interested in how much you've put in upfront. And for any of you who are in the life sciences or medical devices, or you might be working on different types of technologies that could be funded through, say, the Department of Defense or the National Institute of Health, organizations that are providing grants for different types of business interests these days may be a better source of particularly initial capital in order for you to be able to get stuff off the ground without diluting any equity at all. You also have to think about, the process of bringing staff on board. Do they have an equity stake? Don't they have an equity stake? This should be a planned decision, not an assumption that you have to do it long term. So be careful how you're bringing dollars into your organization, particularly if it's going to be a while before you're a revenue generator. So you're going to have a big burn rate, but at the same time, that burn rate is not necessarily tied to revenue generation for an extended period of time. And so never give up a dollar that you have to. Never give up a share that you have to until you've exhausted all of the options. And then appreciate that once you do start talking to investors, then when you do talk to those investors, they have a very specific motivation for considering you for their dollars. There's a trade-off there. So be really clear about how much you're giving up before you start signing everything away.